all of a sudden she yells out, "Watch out for the effing cripple," and laughs. And then they drove off as fast as possible. Hey all my Wheelie Sloth friends, this is your host, John Mitchell, and I'm coming to you outside my house tonight because it's just a beautiful night and I needed to record something that happened to me on Saturday night, and there's an altercation that I had and I feel the world needs to know about it. So stay tuned, let's talk about this. If this is your first time visiting my page, just know this: I do have my own YouTube channel, and if you'd like to go check out all my stuff, visit me at Wheelie Sloth on YouTube, and you can see all my videos. I have some funny ones, I have some boring ones, I also have some informative ones. This is going to be one of those, so go check me out. Once you see me, if you can like my videos, if you can share my videos, and if you could comment on my videos, that'd be greatly appreciated. Also, subscribe to my channel because I've always got new stuff coming out. Not very fast, but I've got new stuff coming out. So let's talk about what happened to me. So this last Saturday night, I drove my chair to Walmart, got my groceries, got my stuff I needed. And as I was rolling out of the doors, there's a couple in a car, a guy and a girl. The guy is driving, the girl is in the passenger seat. And I'm the only one coming out of the doors, and all of a sudden she yells out, "Watch out for the effing cripple," and laughs. And then they drove off as fast as possible. I got called a cripple. But not just any kind of cripple, an effing cripple. That is not excusable. No one should talk like that and treat others like that. That's just wrong. So today we're going to talk about this. Let's really dive into this and figure out where society went wrong and what we can do to kind of save things and turn things around. So I looked up the word cripple online, and basically it said someone or something, such as an animal, who is incapacitated partially, or can't walk, or has problems with their body. So technically, this woman was right. I am a cripple. But do we really need to use that language around here? I don't think so. And the worst part about it is she said an F, and she dropped the F-bomb and then laughed afterwards. Again, should not have done that at all. And I normally will confront someone when they talk to me like that because it's not right, you know? And had they not driven off so fast, you know, I would have probably chased them down and tried talking to them. But such was not the case, this weekend. So what we need to do is we needed to kind of discuss, I think, sorry, it just changed hands. We need to discuss ways to change society. You know, do you want to be called disabled? Do you want to be called crippled? Do you want to be called non-accessible? What are things you want to be called? What will make it right for you? Me personally, I just want to be called John. You know, I don't need to be defined by being in a wheelchair. Unfortunately, society sees what they want to see, and if they don't know your name, well, then obviously they're going to define you by, hey, there's a person in a blue shirt, or, you know, you there with the long blonde hair. But if they see someone in a wheelchair or with crutches or with a walker or they're bedridden, they're defined by the things they use. Their tools that they use to get around and live by. And me personally, if you're going to call me a cripple, call me a cripple. If you're going to call me disabled, call me disabled. But don't be derogatory about it. I get, that everyone has certain things that they want to be called and certain things they don't want to be called. I'm pretty much an easygoing guy, for the most part. So, in the elementary schools, we talk about anti-bullying and how kids can, treat other kids better. And every once in a while you see in those, someone in a wheelchair or something like that. But a lot of times the whole anti-bullying is meant, they say basically, those that are different. And then as they get older, then you have, as adults, we talk about equality rights, which in a way kind of goes also with the whole anti-bullying, because you want everyone to be treated equally. But here's the problem. You don't really hear too much about disability rights. Yes, there's always the, can you bring a service dog into a store? There are, a few things out there. But a lot of times, those with disabilities are kind of treated as a second class, third class, no class citizens who shouldn't really be allowed out in public. Just to be honest. If a mom has her child and she sees someone in a wheelchair, a lot of times they make the child avoid you because it's an uncomfortable thing to explain why is that person in a wheelchair. And so a lot of times we're kind of like, not really given the opportunity to show that we're just like everyone else. And I have a goal, and it's a goal that I want to talk about. So I want your thinking caps to come on right now, because we are going to figure out a way to share this video with anyone and everyone on the interwebs, anyone and everyone in the media, morning shows, late night talk shows, anyone that has an influence over those that have disabilities, anyone that has influence over those that, that, like someone like, let's say, Ellen DeGeneres, who controls the afternoon talk waves. You have your nighttime talk show hosts who, 3/4 of the nation watches at night. You have your morning talk show hosts who, again, millions of people see. And then you have your celebrities, sports, you have your movie stars, anyone out there who that we can get the word out to start a campaign to help those that are disabled become first-class citizens. Plain and simple. We want to be treated like everyone else. And so, is it uncomfortable to talk about? Yeah, you betcha. But should we talk about it? You betcha. So, if you know someone who has access to those people that are famous, that are willing to take a look at this video and figure out how we can get the word out there to be aware of those with disabilities, I'm more than willing to talk to anyone that's willing to talk to me. So, here's the thing. At the end of every episode that I record, I always say something to the effect of, do something good for someone else, because you never know what that person is going through. Now, Ellen DeGeneres, she says, bye-bye and be kind to everyone. So, knowing this, and knowing that that we need to do good for others, I would like to make a pledge of some sort to get people on board with a campaign to treat everyone as equals, and not, treat those with disabilities as equal people also. It's kind of what I'm going after. So again, if you know of anyone that's famous, if you can forward this to anyone and they can send it to someone famous, it's like the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon. If you know anything about that, you know what I'm talking about. Where everyone is related to someone else and knows someone else and knows someone else who knows Kevin Bacon. So, hey, Kevin Bacon, why don't you talk about this? There you go. Anyways, like I said, my goal is get this word out there. Let's figure out how to make this go nationwide, go worldwide for that matter. Because I know it's not just America where those with disabilities are treated not so great. So until I see you again next time, like, comment, and share on this video. Subscribe, please, and get the word out. Be kind to everyone. Do good for someone else, because you never know what they're going to go through. So until I see you again next time, have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.